7D up on the outside of row number 8. To the inside, the 243, the Wallbanger Concrete entry of Victor Hopkins. Then it's Dean Charbonneau with the number 4 car. Going from the outside of row number 9, Tommy Harkins in the 07 will start inside of that 9th row. 10 rows deep, it's going to be Jason Casey, racing Jason with the 324 on the outside. The 110 of Devon Camenga that starts inside. Then it's Rick Spencer with the 32, the 715 of Gus Hollner. That's row 11. Row 12, Glen Meisenhelder with the 129 and the 04X of Chad Arsenault slated to be there. Then it's Dan Older with the 97, the 52 of Tom O'Connor, Tom Dean with the 413, Nick Hilt Jr. with the 17 slated to go, the Dave Peck of 82, the 52 or 57 of Gary O'Brien, Joe LaFlamme in the 60, and Sparky Reilly in the 441. That is your starting grid. We go green off of turn number 4. The King of Dirt Pro Stock Series event is underway. One car backsliding, the 317 of Frank Twing as they work their way down the back straightaway. It's Stephen LaRochelle showing the way down here between turns 3 and 4, coming around to put lap number 1 on the board. The second generation driver out of Dalton will pick up lap number 1 and the lap sponsorship to go along with it, as LaRochelle will lead the way. Got a good run down off the banking here for Ricky Duzlak as he makes it 3 wide midway down the back straightaway. Duzlak working the inside of Corbin, who works the inside of Townslee, and now Townslee going to make a crossover move off of turn number 4. Townslee from the outside to the inside. Can't pick up any positions, but made a darling move up there. We got one off the pace. It's Chuck Dumblewski here on the front straightaway. Dumblewski has hit the inner apron in turn number 1, trying to make his way back to the pit area. Dumblewski off the pace here with 1 lap shown complete, or 3 laps shown complete. Your leader down across the stripe, the 178 on the front. That is Stephen LaRochelle. LaRochelle out front with about a 2-car length buffer over Ricky Duzlak. The number 8 of Jay Corbin back there in third. 4th spot is Chuck Townslee. Spot number 5 would be Rick Dempsey as they make their way down in to turn number 3. Just behind Dempsey, we've got the 2-time winner here at the track, the 315 of John Routhier. Routhier rides in 6th spot. 7th spot is Robbie Speed. 8th position is the 317 of Frank Twing. Nick Stone rides in 9th. Completing your top 10 here with 4 laps on the board is the 463 of young Daniel Sanchez. That's the way they run as they click off lap number 5 now. That is your top 5 as they work their way down here into the first turn, up through the corner, down the back straightaway. Dempsey trying to hang on for the 5th spot, as right now John Routhier pulling in on him. Here's Routhier looking down to the inside of Dempsey as they come down off of turn number 4. Routhier trying that inside line, cannot get up to go side to side with Dempsey as they work their way up through the corner once again. The front, we've got 5 separate 2-car battles as they make their way down the back straightaway. In pairs, they make their way up to turn 3. Yellow is out on the Speedway. Yellow lights on. We got one around on the back straightaway. I believe that's the 32 of Rick Spencer. One car midway down the backstretch, just in front of the Aaron's rental. That is going to be the 129 of Glen Meisenhelder. Glen Meisenhelder with the 129 car, the one that was down here in turn number 4.
Jason Casey with the 324, tied for 8th. And Dan Older with the 97 is in 10th in points. Gus Hollner and Kim Duell in the top 12. Those drivers all mathematically with a chance to win the title here. And, of course, a few of them are not here tonight, so they're not in contention. But it's Nick Stone with the points lead coming into this King of Dirt finale for the Pro Stocks here in 2015.
Stone right now finds himself on the outside of row number 5 in this restarting order. So up in the 9th position, Stone sits at this time. Green is out. As we are back underway, down here to turn number 1 they go. Stephen LaRochelle going to show the way down here to the east end. They fan out back there behind him, and Jay Corbin is the man on the move now up on the outside. Here comes Corbin, the 4-time winner. We got one slow down the backstretch. That's Gus Hollner with the 7:15. Hollner off the pace, and now he's going to pick it back up. So we will remain under green. Here's Hugh Page going down to pit road. Page has lost a lap in the pit area, but he'll make his way back out to the tail of the field. As they make their way down the back straightaway, you have a new leader, and it is the number 8 of Jay Corbin. Corbin taking over the number 1 spot. We got one around. It is Routhier. That triggers a chain reaction situation up here in the west end. A number of cars around up here between turns 3 and 4. One of those leading point getters in the series, the 7 of Yetman. Here's Luke Horning's car coming by, and you can see damage on the right front corner of Cousin Luke's automobile.
Was frantically thrashing down there as they're pulling the sheet metal off the right side of the car, as he was involved in this as well. A couple of heavy hitters here in the King of Dirt Series on pit road in the early portion of this event.
So get some of the heavy hitters involved in this one, and that is going to put them to the back of the pack. Here's John Routhier down through the center section of the pit area. Routhier, a 2-time winner and a point contender for the championship here at the Valley. John LaRochelle was the leader at the backstretch loop, the last completed lap there. We got cars trying to tighten the field up here, and a little bit too fast, kind of making a mess out of the restarting order. So they had him about set to go. We got a little bit of rearranging to do now, as we got one dead center up there. Rodney has put out the red lights. We're going to go green when they come off of turn number 4. Green is out. Down to turn number 1 they go, working up to the east end on the outside. Stephen LaRochelle has gone back to the point here on the restart. Down the backstretch they run to turn number 3. Jay Corbin riding in second. Ricky Duzlak in third. As they come down off of turn number 4, your 4th place runner is Racing Jason. That's Jason Casey. Jason Casey making a return to the high banks right now in the top 5. As a matter of fact, he is 4th, and he is plugging for 3rd. One car off the pace and down on the inner apron. That is John Routhier, and looks like the Rocket going to go back behind the wall here in turn number 2. So John Routhier blows to the pit area here on lap number 9. He is done for the evening as he slowly rolls down through the backside of the pits. Down the back straightaway, your leaders in single file fashion, all the way back through the top 10 single file. Got to go back a ways to find a side-by-side battle. As they make their way down here off of turn number 4, Gus Hollner slow on the front straightaway. The 7:15 of Hollner off the pace. He is slowly rolling down to the inner apron down here in turn number 1, as we are right at the 1/3 mark now. 10 laps in and 20 laps remain. Joe, we got one around. It's Duzlak, your 3rd place man. Gets caught up by Casey. Casey able to continue on, but a lot of damage on that 324 car. Got another one around at turn number 2. He slowly rolls out of harm's way, now down in the inner apron. Looks like a wheel off of that automobile, so he sits over in turn number 2. Yellow lights are on around the speedway now for a car in turn number 2. Car in turn number 2. Going to be ready to go back to green. The red lights are out. Rodney Rescott waves the emerald silk once again. Down to turn number 1 they go. Jay Corbin up on the outside of Stephen LaRochelle. They make contact. LaRochelle and Corbin come together. Corbin gathers it back up. LaRochelle riding in second. Frank Twing back there third. Ricky Duzlak. They're in fourth. He has got another car, Jay Casey, working his way up into the top 5 now. Racing Jason down on pit road, going to make his way back up onto the raceway. As they work their way off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Robbie Speed closing in on a top 5 run. He has come from the tail of the field and worked his way back up to 6 now, as we are bearing down on halfway. Jay Corbin, your leader down here to turn number 1. Tom Dean up ahead of your leaders here. Ricky Duzlak out of shape in turn 2. Duzlak off the pace, and he is slowly rolling up there in Armory turn 2. Your lead trio working their way through turn 4. Yellow lights are going to come on when they hit the stripe. Yellow is out for Ricky Duzlak over on the back straightaway, the 29. He was a top 5 car. Duzlak makes his way behind the wall, as does Chuck Dumblewski. So Dumblewski's number 7 car goes pit side. Duzlak's 29 goes pit side. It was home track rules. It would be a single file restart. However, King of Dirt double file restarts all the way through. So it will be a side-by-side restart. Here is Racing Jason back down on pit road. Red lights are off. They're going to hold Casey at the end of pit road for the field to make their way by. Jay Corbin up on the outside. Stephen LaRochelle down on the inside. Going to bring him back to life off of turn number 4. Green is out, and we are back underway. Down to turn number 1 they go. Corbin up on the outside will take the number 1 position down the back straightaway. Jay Casey working down on the inside. He currently rides in 4th. He'll have his hands full now as the Melonville Missile converges on him. Robbie Speed back up in the top 5 as he works on Jay Casey here on the front straightaway. Speed will make the pass on Casey. Casey backslides to 5th, and now he sees Yetman here. We got cars together down here in turn number 1. All started when Nick Stone went around up on the outside, and that's going to force yellow out on the speedway. Yellow lights are on. What ended up in a multi-car situation, Nick Stone went around up here in turn number 1 and 2. And that triggered a situation. We see a number of cars taking evasive action. Tommy Harkins, one of those automobiles, the 07 down the back straightaway. So down to the math here at the checkered flag. Luke Horning and Chucky Dumblewski 1 point each behind Robbie Speed. And likewise, both cars are in the pit area. So both Dumblewski and Horning having trouble here tonight. So certainly looks like we may have a big shakeup in the points here in the final leg of the King of Dirt Series. Right now we're going to be ready to go back to green when they roll down off of turn number 4. Green is back in the air. Jay Corbin picking up where he left off, 16 on the board, and right back up at the front of the field, working up off of turn number 2. Here comes the Wild Twing. One car bounces off the outside wall, makes contact with Chuck Townslee. That was Hugh Page. He and Townslee come together. Tommy Harkins missed it by that much midway down the back straightaway. Another coat of paint, and he may have been involved. But 2 cars end up in the incident. It all started when Hugh Page bounced off the backstretch wall and then made contact with Chuck Townslee, turned Townslee up to the outside. Page has gone behind the wall down here in turn number 4. They are coming to the aid of the 23 of Townslee over on the back straightaway. So So some wild action here in this one, the King of Dirt Pro Stock event. Raceway right now, quick count coming up with 14, make it 15 with the Townslee machine rolling up onto the raceway. And we are just past halfway. Got a lot of racing to do yet. Jay Corbin going to pick up the pace up here in turn number 4. Corbin stands on the gas. Down off of turn number 4. Corbin going to lead him up here into turn number 1. Young Steven LaRochelle right down to his inside, working up off of turn number 2. Back there in third, that's the Wild Twing. Frank Twing, the 7 of Rob Yetman rides in fourth, and the side-by-side battle for fifth now finds Jay Casey down on the inside of Robbie Speed. Two former Saturday night foes going at it tooth and nail out here. The Caseys running together on the racetrack here as they work their way up off of turn number 2. Racing Jason working down to the inside now of Steven LaRochelle. Jason Casey with the 324 down to the inside as they work their way down here off of turn number 4. Down across the stripe, the number 8 of Jay Corbin continues to be your leader with 18 complete. 18 on the board. Jay Casey out front, working off of turn number 2. Jay Corbin, Corbin your leader. Up into turn number 3, Corbin out front, the 317 of Twing back to just a couple of car lengths off his rear bumper. Rob Yetman rides third, Robbie Speed in fourth. Next car in line is racing Jason Casey. Casey, not sure if he is indeed being scored on the lead lap. He was in the pit area for an extended stay as they make their way down here off of the corner. Up into turn number 1 they go. Jay Corbin trying to keep a comfortable margin between himself and Frank Twing. We are 20 in and 10 remain. Right at the 2/3 mark, Corbin leads them up here into the west end. Rob Yetman trying to draw in on the 317 of Frank Twing, 2 veteran campaigners here on the high banks. Robbie Speed back there in 4th position. Right now, looking to pick up a number of points on Nick Stone. We'll do the math when it's all said and done to see who does come out of Lebanon Valley tonight as the overall King of Dirt champion. But Speed is in the driver's seat. He would love to pick up a couple of more positions, try and get maximum points out of the track here tonight. Jay Corbin, 4 Saturday night wins to his credit here in 2015, trying to make number 5 a big one as the extended distance, 30 laps, the big purse, the lap money to come along with it, and the title, King of Dirt here at Lebanon Valley. They work their way up through the corner off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway now. The race for second, only a car length apart, as Rob Yetman works the backside of Frank Twing. Twing able to hold Yetman at bay here. Yetman has not been able to mount a side-by-side challenge as we come down across the line with 24 on the board. Next time by, they'll get the 5 to go sign. Going to be 5 remaining next time around. Here's Ricky Duzlak off the pace on the front straightaway. Leaders up through the west end. Rodney Rescott ready to give them a friendly wave as they hit the front stretch. 5 fingers out and 5 laps remain for your leader. Jay Corbin out in front, working up off of turn number 2. Robbie Speed back there in 4th spot. Jason Casey and Steven LaRochelle line up back behind them as they go down into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, coming down here on the front straightaway, Jay Corbin with 26 laps on the board. Has run the conservative line here just down off the outside groove, working his way down through the corners. Can see Corbin working his way down through the corners right now, not really pushing the issue up on the outside. Easing back into the throttle down here into the corners. Corbin hitting his marks, Smooth as ice as he works up off the corner, down the back straightaway. The 317 of Frank Twing now going to turn the wick up a bit. He knows he's running out of time. He'll know even more when he hits the line this time by, because Rodney Rescott going to show him 2 laps to go. 2 laps remain here in the King of Dirt 30 lapper for the Pro Stocks, the one and only stop for the King of Dirt Series here at the Lebanon Valley Speedway. They work their way down the back straightaway up into turn number 3. Jay Corbin with the advantage. Second and third spot, 2 of the closest on the track right now. As they come to the white flag, here's Corbin, your leader. That second and third place battle between the 317 of Frank Twing and Rob Yetman about to get a little bit tighter. Yetman trying to go a little bit harder here in the final lap, trying to pick up one more position. They both look at the backside of Corbin, though. Corbin's going to stare at Rodney Rescott's double checkered flags when he comes off turn number 4. Jay Corbin will get the win. Frank Twing will finish second. Third spot goes to the 7 of Rob Yetman. Robbie Speed will finish 4th. 5th across the line will be racing Jason Casey with the 178 of Stephen LaRochelle right behind him.
So the King of Dirt Series for the Pro Stock Division is now history as the 3 Capital Region tracks come together for a history-making event, a tour here with the King of Dirt Sportsman cars, the King of Dirt Pro Stocks, and we'll have the finale of the King of Dirt Sportsman Series here coming up next Saturday here on Labor Day weekend. Meanwhile, Dan Martin has made his way out of the coupe on the roof. He'll be heading down through the tower, getting down into victory lane to get a few words with Jay Corbin here tonight, picking up this big victory in the King of Dirt Pro Stock Series event, brought to you by Andy's Speed Shop out of Johnstown and Royce's Auto Body out of Hyde Park here tonight. Right now, our Speed Chasers Kids Club Fun Bus making its way down onto the front straightaway. This is the Grand Premier Tire and Custom Wheel Speed Chasers Kids Club in memory of Mick here for 2015, the young winners. We'll get loaded up into the Fun Bus. Also, we have the Funplex Fun Park Monster Truck joining the Fun Bus down here on the front straightaway. Funplex Fun Park over in East Greenbush. Great way to maybe have some fun to wind out the 2015 season with the bumper boats, batting cages, mini golf, go-karts, all kinds of fun action for the entire family at Funplex Fun Park. That's in East Greenbush, right there on Route 20. So the winners will get loaded up in. Meanwhile, Jay Corbin has rolled down into victory lane, and Dan Martin is headed down into victory lane. To get a few words with him tonight, let's send it down trackside to Dan Martin.
Well, down in victory lane, Jay Corbin has already pulled the number 8 down here, getting the helmet off, getting unbuckled. The Barrel Saloon, Texas Barbecue, Burt Crane and Rigging sponsored automobile. Getting ready to make his way out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's King of Dirt Pro Stock main event. He hoists the big check. It's Jay Corbin. Frank Twing comes up to congratulate his fellow competitor up here. The Wild Twing stopping by to say good job, and I will do so as well. Done, my friend. This is win number 5 on the season, and you do it when a whole bunch of money comes along with it.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say, but you had one fast race car. After you got to the front, nobody really challenged you.
Oh, yeah, I seen a little LaRochelle there a couple times. I know I got into the back of him going into 3 there, but he lifted a little sooner than I did, but what are you going to do? That's racing.
Racetrack super fast again here tonight, and you kind of really take to that surface, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I love the way the racetrack was tonight. It's just the way we set the car up. It's just my kind of racetrack.
I know you got some folks you need to thank in front of a big crowd here tonight, showing off with the sponsors, win number 5 on the season.
Yeah, I got to thank Burt Crane and Rigging, J&M Auto, Perfect Premises, the Grizzettis, and just everybody helps me out throughout the year. My crew and just everybody.
This King of Dirt series, something that kind of neat deal. 2015, the first time they've been able to put it together with Albany, Saratoga, Fonda, and Lebanon Valley. You get to see some different faces, some guys that you usually only see for Super Dirt Week. Kind of a neat deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a neat deal. You know, at the beginning of the season, I was going to run all three of them, but just the money wouldn't allow me to run all three of them.
Well, you concentrated on the big picture down here, and you're right in the middle of that. So that's, I guess, if you're going to give up a little something to make it that much sweeter, tonight works.
Yeah, next week's going to be a little nerve-wracking now.
Well, maybe it'll be a few sleepless nights going in, but tonight it'll be a good one. Congratulations on the big win in King of Dirt.
Yes, it will. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's King of Dirt Pro Stock main event here at the Valley is Jay Corbin. Corbin will get the victory lane photos taken down here. The hardware coming along. Hazer going to make his way down into victory lane as well to make the presentation. He will wear the crown and all but the scepter down here. Jay Corbin. We're going to kick it over in the pit area to Mike Warren as they are whooping it up down here in victory lane. Take it away, Mike.
Well, Dan, I'm down here on the front straightaway with your 2015 King of Dirt champion by a mere 5 points, the manimal Nick Stone. Nick, not the run you definitely wanted to finish out this series here tonight as Robbie Speed, you know, usually that happens to me in victory lane. Robbie Speed with, you know, only down to you by 5 points. And like I said, not the way you wanted this one to end out here tonight. But, hey, nevertheless, you come home with the championship.
Yeah, I guess it definitely helped winning the first two. And, you know, other guys had bad luck in the other races. So it kind of, I guess, it all worked out for us. You know, we didn't finish tonight, but I think we had a good top 10. But, you know, I guess we made up for it in the other races.
Now, as Dan was mentioning, the Jay in victory lane, a pretty cool deal put together by Hazer this year. Tri-track series between the three tracks, and you're the champion of it, but nevertheless, getting all these guys together had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice that somebody puts something together like this. We don't have a real series that we can follow without doing a dirt tour, which are all faraway races. So it's nice that somebody puts something together. Maybe next year add some more races to it and, you know, make it a little more interesting. But we got to thank Hazer for doing all this.
Now, looking back at your championship run this year, I go back to a race that I had the pleasure of calling about a month ago in a three-way battle between you, Robbie Speed, and Rob Yetman at the Albany Saratoga Speedway, and that one really put you in the driver's seat heading into tonight.
Yeah, it's always good running with those guys. You know, you can run a clean race. But, yeah, I guess putting a good show on for the fans, too. But I like running with Robbie Speed and Rob Yetman. I don't get to run with them too often because I'm always out to Fonda. But when I do, I like running with them.
Now, you got to have a lot of people you'd like to thank on the championship run this year.
Yeah, I got to thank my crew. Everybody, Ricky, Sabrina, Arnie, my dad, Bud, they all come up help us today. My guys that didn't come, but they're always helping us every week at Fonda. Our sponsors, without them, we couldn't do this, so we got to thank them all.
All right, Nick, congratulations, and let me be the first to say it again. Your 2015 King of Dirt Pro Stock Champion, the 27, the manimal, Nick Stone.
So congratulations to Nick Stone on a great King of Dirt Pro Stock Series championship here in the 2015 season. Good job by Nick and the entire team. And also congratulations to tonight's winner, Jay Corbin, who's in the hunt for his own championship right here at Lebanon Valley Speedway as Jay Corbin and John Routhier hooked up in a classic confrontation kind of battle. They're tied in points coming into this week's action. So great job by Jay and the entire team there for the win in this King of Dirt Pro Stock Series touring event. Youngsters have made their way around. It looks like we're ready to go with our Drivers Point Fun 50-50 raffle drawing. We'll send it down trackside to Dan Martin for it.
Well, thank you, John. We've got some giveaways down here. We have the backpack giveaways. We got 7 of each for boys and girls. But first, we're going to give away $1,792. 1792. That's the winner's take. $1,792. We need one of the youngsters we've got with us down here to pull the first ticket out. A couple young ladies lined up right here. Going to make somebody a very happy individual. $1,792 goes to the holder of ticket number 138778. 138778. 1-778. That is the winning ticket for the cash. Second prize, the Freihofer's bread box. That is 138091. 138091. That is the Freihofer's bread box. Third prize, a $25 gift certificate for the Funplex Fun Park. That is 118049. 118049. That is a $25 gift certificate to Funplex Fun Park in East Greenbush. Next prize, Eddie Marshall t-shirt. An Eddie Marshall Racing t-shirt, 117519. 117519. That's an Eddie Marshall Racing t-shirt. Next up, t-shirt from Ken Jewett's Transmissions. That is ticket number 138077. 138077. That is good for a Ken Jewett's Transmission t-shirt. Got another Ken Jewett's Transmission t-shirt. That goes to 132940. 132940. That is a Ken Jewett Transmission t-shirt. Two more prizes. We got an oil change from Midas. Midas putting up an oil change. 138345. 138345. The final prize, a DVD of choice. Cut comes from Bobco Video, Bobco Racing Video, our official videographers here at the track. That ticket number is 122380. 122380. Again, the winning ticket for the cash, 138.